As I look out into this audience this morning, I'm looking for our Fannie Lou Hangers, for our Septimus Clarks, for our Rosa Parks, for our Marcus Garveys. I'm looking for our Malcolms. I'm looking for the unborn and the potential geniuses and leaders. You will see them when you look into your mirror. For there is no they to do it. It is only we. We are the them and the they. Culturally, we have been sitting too long this morning. So I beg your forbearance, because we are in a strange land and we've wandered so long in this wilderness that we have begun to imitate and to uphold the behaviors of the oppressor. The question, and the only question for me as a person involved in working with the fragile, gentle, tender, very, very, very flexible mind of our young people, is this question that comes from the poem by Margaret Burroughs. And it is the question that every young person in this auditorium is asking. And that question is, what shall I tell my children who are Black? What shall I tell them, born into a world where everything lovely, pure, perfect, fine, classic is white? Lovely white ruffled Sunday dresses, long sleek white Cadillacs, fluffy white clouds, and angels' wings are white. But what shall I tell my children, fruit of my womb, born into a world where Black is evil, witch's brew is black, a Black hen lays no eggs, and a Black cow gives no milk. When the stock market breaks, it's Black Monday. What shall I tell my children without a language that gives them verbalization privately? Without the images and the icons to identify them with what is powerful and strong? Without an understanding of the movements of resistance? Without an understanding of the strategy that our ancestors were able to put in place to bring them to a measure of sanity when all around them there was an attempt to breed insanity and self-destruction? What shall I tell my children who are Black? And when I see them on the subways and on the buses and on the street corners and in the hellholes that we call school, that is the question. Because what we have told them is not true. What we have permitted them to be exposed to is distorted. We're talking today about education and economic development. There are two systems of education, formal and informal. The formal organization that we call the school is an industry. It is not separate from economics. It is a $7 billion industry in New York State alone. In New York City, $7 billion, not counting 40 times that much for the state. So while we talk about developing an educational program that will bring our children and our people to liberation and freedom, please understand that that is not the agenda of the industry. The industry of education is propelled and grows on failure.